What is going on, YouTube? Thrift School over here in the garage, the really messy garage that I'm trying to clean out. We got so much inventory here. I'm gonna give you guys a quick overview. All right, coming over here, you can still see the CDs, the books, the DVDs. They're still getting sorted. This is taking so long. Now, I haven't been doing it every day. I actually haven't done it in about a week, so it's just sat like this. I'm trying to organize a bunch of things. You could see over here, we just have stacks that I was pulling out of these boxes of DVDs, which are getting thrown over here. Now, these DVDs I actually listed up on eBay in lots of 100 disc only for $25. That one's actually, yeah, that's in there. It's like sealed on the top. So, you know, I'm going to sell these as disc only. They're very cheap to ship via media mail. 25 bucks a pop. They should sell. If they don't, I'll lower it to 20, but I think they'll sell at 25 since they're straight DVDs. Shouldn't be too bad. These CDs, I don't know why they're here. I'm going to have to rescan a few of them, see if this was an Amazon pile, because since it's been a week, I don't remember 100%. Over here, we still have some books. These ghost books have been taking a while to sell. I haven't sold any in a while. I might lower the price a little bit more on them. I'm not sure. I just want them to move. These are unlisted, but I was just going through them, scanning them again, making sure I didn't miss anything for Amazon. I've actually been selling them pretty decently on Amazon. And that's what I want to show you guys in this video. I want to go over some eBay sales. I want to go over some Amazon sales, all that good stuff for you guys. So we're gonna pop into the computer, and the reason why I haven't put out a video in a little while, there's actually a lot of dust in here. I've been pretty sick over the past week. I have a double ear infection. Never had one before in my life. Don't know how I got it. I have a constant ringing in my head from it, and it is super annoying, and I have not been motivated to do any work at all. And this has been going on for like a week. I went to the hospital, they gave me medicine. I've been taking it for 2 days now, hasn't gotten better. So I think it's gonna take a little more time than 2 days. But let's show you guys some of my sales, and give me a thumbs up to get me better, because I like seeing it. It helps me get a little bit better. Hopefully it does. I have no idea what I'm even talking about. Let's pop into the computer. Alright guys, here we are inside the computer with lovely eBay orders, lovely Amazon orders. I got some cool things here for you guys. I hope you stick around and learn something from this. The first item we have here is a Jakks Pacific Cyclops Bionic Eye. Sold it for $59.48. You can see it right here. Now, you can see these used prices coming in at $10 plus $5 shipping. So, I mean, I think I got pretty lucky. The rank wasn't great on this toy. I mean, there's a lot of customer reviews. Used prices were coming in low. I didn't think I'd actually get 60. I had this listed for quite a while, but it sold, and I'm happy about that. I paid $5 at a Goodwill for this a little while ago, between 4 and 8 months ago, somewhere in that range. So it took a while to sell, but 5 into 60, not bad. Next item we have here is Metal Gear Acid 2 for the Sony PSP. See, I got 25 bucks for this PSP game. Look at this, used coming in, starting at $15.89 on this Metal Gear game. And if we click one step further, we could take a look and see that there were no Amazon Prime. So I was the only Amazon Prime seller at the time within a reasonable price range. And so I figured 25 bucks, you know, they're coming in at 19 just about, in good condition, very good condition, coming in at about $24. So I figured 25 bucks. I believe I had the game in the case, but no manual. 25 bucks sounded good to me. It sold, and I'm happy. So guys, if you're selling via Amazon Prime, just know that you could easily make more money that way. I probably could have listed it for 30. I did have it listed for a little while, but you could always price things way higher when it comes to Amazon Prime and get good premium on Amazon. Now, moving over to something else pretty interesting. This is a Light Bright accessory set sold for $30. Now, this has a good and bad story at the same time. So I originally had bought this at Goodwill for $1. Now, I had originally bought it brand new. You can see new right here going for $55, used going for around that $20 to $25 mark, and I sold mine for $30. So, originally, I bought it brand new for $1 at Goodwill, sent it into Amazon. Somebody bought it, got shipped off to them, and then they returned it to Amazon, saying it was damaged or something. I don't know how it was brand new, and they're just these little pegs, no electronics, nothing like that. And so Amazon had to ship it back to me, and then I had to ship it back to Amazon. So it turned into a whole thing. I think I had sold it for about $60 at the time. And I get it back to me, and the box is destroyed. It's still sealed, but the box is destroyed. So this person probably bought it, didn't want it anymore, shipped it back. And now with Amazon handling their returns the way they do, especially when they ship it out to people like me, the seller, they just throw it in a box with no padding, and it gets destroyed in there. So I shipped it back in as used condition, very good, saying it was still sealed, but the box is destroyed, and I still got $30 for it. So, you know, it didn't turn into as big of a sale as I'd like, but it's still sold, and I'm very happy about that. Moving on, guys, CDs are not dead. I have so many people comment to me. I know a lot of you guys can't sell CDs, and I'm sorry about that, but I have been selling some over on eBay lately. We'll get into that in a minute, but I sold this CD for $93.38. Command Performance Live in Person, Jan and Dean Meet Batman. We'll click through and you guys can see it. Used, it's going for $43. New, $134. So I believe the rank was pretty darn high on this. I figured because the price was so high at $134, so I priced mine at $100, right? And I figured, you know, I could drop it, you know, to $80 and $70 and $60, and just to get it to sell. Let's see what the rank is at right now. The rank is at 228,000, and that's after mine had sold. So I believe this was way high. This was in the, you know, 6, 7, 800,000s in CDs, but because the price was so high, I figured, hey, I'll take a gamble. It actually sold within, I don't know, 3 weeks. It sold pretty darn fast. So maybe I underpriced it at $93. I'm still happy to get that. That guy at $134, maybe he'll never sell. That's the thing about Amazon Prime. People are willing to spend the money on Amazon Prime rather than just buy from a random merchant. So I always recommend sending your things into Amazon. Now I do sell some things via merchant fulfilled, ship it into the customers myself, and of course I do that on eBay, but you know, I like to have a healthy ecosystem of all different things going on, but Amazon FBA is by far my favorite. Moving on, we have this Madden NFL 19 Hall of Fame edition. Now, if you guys have seen some of my recent videos, I went into Goodwill and I found a bunch of sealed Xbox One and Nintendo Switch and PlayStation 4 games. Couldn't believe it. They were all Target returns. This they had priced at $2 to $3, somewhere around there, and I figured, hey, the next Madden's coming out soon. I want to get this in as fast as possible, so I shipped it right in. I priced the lowest at $34.30, and it sold. You could see new right now is coming at $34.28 because there are a good amount of people on this listing, and the price is only going to go down because they release a new one of these Madden games every single year, and the prices just drop really fast. So I was happy to turn $3 or so into $34.30. If this was on PlayStation 4, I would have probably kept it for myself. I do not have an Xbox, and I have Madden 18. I don't update every year. I don't need to. I usually wait 2 to 3 years in between my sports games, sometimes 4 years, because it's a waste of money. You spend your money wisely. Next game we have here is another one. Now, this, again, I bought at that same Goodwill. This one only sold for $16.58. This was actually the least amount of money I made on one of those games. But you could see it's already dropping $15.98. These games are going to drop because these were Target returns. So whenever you see these Target returns at your Goodwill, at whichever thrift store you're at, you want to ship them into Amazon as fast as possible because Amazon's going to get flooded. There's going to be so many people just sending it in because they all found it at their Goodwills for such a cheap price. So that's what I do. I just send things in as fast as possible. And this game might go back up in value a little bit, but that Madden game definitely will not. That's because they make a new one every year. The Lego Star Wars game, if they make a Lego Star Wars 2, Lego Star Wars 3, it doesn't matter because this is based on a certain movie, The Force Awakens. So it is a good idea. Maybe I should have held on to it till Christmas, maybe gotten $30, $40. I don't know how it's going to work, so I just sent it in and took the money. Next item we have here, and I wanted to show this to you guys like I explained in the beginning of the video. I've been selling some of these ghost books on Amazon as well as on eBay, trying to split it up. On eBay, I'm selling them in lots of 5 for $20 I think right now it's $20 shipped. I was trying to sell them for $20, and I had shipping cost on them by mistake, and a few sold, but now I've lowered the price to $17.95 plus shipping, so it works out to about 20 bucks for a lot of 5. Those ones are ones that were either not on Amazon, the rank was too high. A lot of these books came from Europe and Canada, so there's not a lot of Amazon listings for these, but there were for some. And this one sold for $13.23, which is not bad. I really didn't pay much on the for these books. You can see this is The World of Lore, Monstrous Creatures. Pretty cool, honestly. A lot of these books were awesome, and this was just one of them. I mean, one of the cool books, and it sold for $13.23. Not a bad price. You could see brand new $16.30, so I got on the high end. Has a very good rank. Sold pretty quick. Next item is another one of these books, another one of the ghost books. This is the New England Ghost Files, 1856. Guys, I paid maybe a quarter a piece on these. I have basically no money invested into them. They take up a lot of space though, and a lot of them I couldn't send into Amazon, so that's why I'm also trying to offload them on eBay. But 1856 is pretty good. This is going out of your comfort zone, just buying things. I didn't look a single thing up. The price was right, so I bought them. You know, if I paid 10 bucks for a huge lot of them. I didn't know what I was going to do with them. I didn't know if any of them were worth a penny, but I bought them. If they weren't, I would have donated them, gotten a tax write-off at the end of the year, but it turned out I made some good money on this buy. I'm hoping to make, you know, profit $500 to $1,000 once all these books are sold. It's going to take a long time for that to happen, but it will happen, and that was just a random $10 purchase, so not bad. The next item, and look at that, brand new. This book's selling for $55. Holy moly. The next item we have here, and the last item that I'm showing you on Amazon. Now, this isn't all of my sales on Amazon. These are just some things that I had stories behind. That $100 CD was pretty cool, but the majority of my sales over the past week or so, I haven't been listing. Like I said, I've been feeling really bad lately. But most of my sales have been between that $20 and $30, $40 range. So nothing too spectacular. That's why I wanted to throw in that $100 CD for you guys. But we have an Arcade Fever book. I bought this along with all those ghost books, but this one I bought separately for $1. I think I paid for it, and it sold for $20. So that buyout ended up being really good. You could see brand new, they're selling for $77, brand new, and paper, that's for hardcover, and for paperback, look at that, brand new, $228. Holy moly. Doesn't mean it's going to sell for that, but hey, mine sold for $20. I didn't have it shipped in too long. The rank wasn't phenomenal on it. Right now, we're looking at 355,000 in books, which is pretty good. That's probably because mine sold, but it was definitely much higher than that at the time, and I'm happy to have that sell. Moving over to eBay, we just have a few sales for you guys. First one here is a Magnavox DV220 MW9. Now this actually goes for more money on Amazon. I was just clearing out a bunch of stuff in the garage, like I said, and I didn't have a box and all the bubble wrap. I didn't have everything on hand at the time, so I just took a picture, listed it up on eBay, and I figured, you know what, when I have time one day, I'll ship it off to Amazon if it doesn't sell, and it sold. So I just took the money. You know, sometimes it's better to just get rid of things than to get the top dollar for everything. Otherwise, you get drowning in inventory like I am right now. So, haven't been sourcing too much lately, partially because I'm sick, partially because I have so much stuff. But I wanted to at least put out a video for you guys. So this was still a great sale. I mean, not bad. I think on Amazon I probably could have gotten $130, $140. I didn't have the remote, so I would have had to order the remote if I wanted to send it into Amazon. That's what I like to do for Amazon. I've gotten so many returns, you have no idea, when I don't include the remote on Amazon. And guys, electronic like this, when you're shipping it off to the FBA warehouses, you want to package it really good. If the customer wants to return it, just remember, they're probably not going to bubble wrap it like crazy. They're going to just stick it back in the box, ship it to Amazon, and it's probably going to break in transit. So that's why, you know, I want to include everything I can with these Amazon shipments on eBay. At least I could show in the pictures what it comes with. Next item we have here, baseball bat. Found it in my garage. I had bought it a long time ago to resell. Completely forgot about it. It was just sitting in my garage. And it's an Easton bat. It's a kid's bat. Sold it for $99.95. And
you know, it's baseball season, so it was a perfect time to find this bat and look it up. I can't remember what I bought it for. I bought this bat over a year ago and never listed it. It needed to be cleaned. I cleaned it off as best as I could. You can see there's still some gunk on it, but, you know, I just wiped it down, really scrubbed it, and it looks a lot better than it did, trust me there. So I had originally listed this and got in a best offer of $87 on it. And I knew that these were selling for around that $100 to $120 range. I threw it up for $100 for a quick sale. Like I said, I'm just trying to move stuff right now. And I countered the guy at $95. You know, just seeing what would happen. He never responded, and I went to bed overnight, woke up, sold for $100. So great sale, super happy about that. Baseball bats are hot right now. It's baseball season. And the last item I have to show you guys is this Sirius XM Sportster boombox. I had this boombox that I bought with the little dock on the inside, and I believe I showed this in a previous video. I just wanted to show it again because I want to explain something here. This sold not too long ago. I can't really remember, a few days ago, maybe a week ago or so. And this came with a little dock that went on the inside that had lifetime Sirius radio. So it's always good to check it. And it came with lifetime radio. I have it listed for over $200 or about $200 right now on eBay. Hopefully it sells. I might even just drop the price to $150 if it takes forever just to get a quick sale, because I paid $5 to $10 for this thing, something like that. And I've already sold the boombox for $80. Now, here's the kicker, guys. The boombox was going all the way to Washington or Oregon or something, and I live in Connecticut. This thing cost me about $25 to ship. So it took a huge chunk out of my profit, which kind of stunk. I mean, fees were probably, what, $10 or so, and shipping was almost $30, so we're in the hole about just under $40, let's say $35. There goes almost half of that $80. But good thing it came with the little plug-in in the middle that plugs into that dock right there, and I could hopefully sell that for some really good money. But still, not bad. I mean, I still would have bought this at $5, just the station itself. But it is good to have that dock in there so you could actually test it, test the speakers, test everything on it, test the adapters. So very cool. I'm happy to have that. Hopefully you guys enjoy this. Hopefully you'll see something that I showed you and find it at your local thrift store. I love when that happens. I watch a lot of people's videos like this just in the background when I'm doing other things, and when they mention something I've never heard of, I take a quick look at it and I store it in my brain. I go to the thrift store, I see it there, like these baseball bats that I've been seeing people selling, and I picked up a shower cleaner thing once that Resell Rabbit talked about the day after he talked about it, and I sold it for over $100. So there is definitely stuff out there just like all this stuff I showed you guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, remember to give it that thumbs up, comment down below if you have any questions at all, subscribe if you haven't already. This is Thrift School signing out. See ya.